situaciones del arbitraje, no,
Solo sobre la tarjeta roja.
no sé, I don't know.
Tata, did you feel like the 4-2-3-1 was working well up to that point before the red card?
Hasta ese punto sí funcionó bien el sistema.
Para mí que sí.
For,
Para mí que muy bien.
for me, I thought so. I thought it was working very
Es
well.
más, íbamos ganando 1-0 con el sistema y creando muchas situaciones de gol. Pero además de eso íbamos ganando 1-0.
Yeah,
Solo que después no. El gol no valió.
we were even winning 1-0. Aside from all the chances we created, we were up 1-0, but they took the goal away.
Es difícil jugar un partido como el que estamos jugando contra uno de los mejores equipos de la liga.
It's difficult to play the way we were playing against one of the best teams in the league.
LGP talked about the reasoning behind going to the 4-2-3-1 was to match up 1v1 across the pitch. Can you just explain that a little bit more? Why that strategy?
Porque las características del rival de salir construyendo fútbol desde abajo, necesitábamos emparejar en toda la cancha para poder presionarlos mejor y no dejarlos desplegar su fútbol. Si nosotros hubiéramos jugado con el esquema que veníamos haciendo de línea de 5, 3 volantes y 2 delanteros, le hubiéramos dejado la salida, no lo hubiéramos podido presionar alto y nos hubieran progresado mucho en el juego ofensivo, en el juego de toque y de triangulación que tiene Kansas. Entonces me pareció durante el partido y me sigue pareciendo ahora que es la mejor forma, era la mejor y seguirá siendo la mejor forma de enfrentar a equipos como Kansas y como Columbus.
Yeah, I think we decided to play that way because of the style that Kansas City plays, and they're a team that likes to build out of the back. So we knew that if we played in our 4-2-3-1 system, that we had to pressure those guys one-on-one all the way up the field. And if we had stuck with our 5 at the back system, we would have let them play out of the back without any pressure, and that would have opened up all their passing lanes and the triangles that they like to create. But I thought before the game, and I still think that that's the best way that you have to play against teams like Kansas City who like to build out of the back.
Paul came into a tough situation. Were you happy with the way he played?
Que Paul Christensen entró en una situación muy difícil.
Y lo hizo muy bien. Muy difícil y lo hizo muy bien.
Yeah, very difficult.
Es más, tapó un mano a mano cuando íbamos 0-0 de forma brillante.
Very difficult, but he played very well. And furthermore, he had a great save on a one-on-one chance when the game was still tied 0-0.
Yeah, I just spoke to their manager, Vermees. He called you guys the best team in the league. You call them one of the best teams in the league. You know, what can you take away from probably the 2 best teams in the league playing each other tonight?
Dice que viene de la rueda de prensa de Peter y
Peter es muy fuerte. Le dije que es muy fuerte en la liga, Peter. Muy fuerte.
Peter is very strong in this league. La pregunta es que él nos ha llamado el mejor equipo y tú has dicho que ellos son...
Sí, ellos y Columbus tienen una forma de jugar en la cual adhiero absolutamente.
Yeah, Kansas City and Columbus have a style of play that makes them among the best teams. Y su pregunta fue lo positivo que podemos llevar.
Que creo que mientras estuvimos 11 contra 11 fuimos mejor que Kansas.
When we were playing 11 versus 11, I thought we were better than Kansas City.
You handed Sal a tough challenge tonight on the right in his first start. How do you think he did?
¿Qué tal jugó Sal, Zizo?
Bien, muy bien. Es la primera vez que jugaba un partido completo. Lo pusimos porque entendíamos que podía controlar mejor era el que mejor podía controlar a Saloy, que estaba pasando un buen momento. Saloy es un futbolista muy peligroso, de mucho dribbling, de 1 contra 1, y más allá del gol, que fue un remate desde lejos, creo que lo hizo muy bien.
Yeah, I thought he played well. It was the first complete game that he's played for us, and we put him at right back because we thought he was the best option to control Saloy on that side of the field because he's in really good form right now. He's a very dangerous player. He's very good 1v1, and he scored a goal from outside the box. But other than that, I thought Sal did a very good job.
Your team put in a lot of extra effort today, playing down a man for much of it. Will you change how you recover the schedule, or how do you come back from that when you're already in such a tight schedule?
Tenemos que esperar a ver mañana y en estos días cómo se van recuperando para ver qué decisión tomamos para el partido con Orlando.
We'll have to see tomorrow and in the coming days how the guys are recovering, and then we'll decide what the best scenario is for the game against Orlando.
Anything else in English? I think so. We'll go to Spanish. Andres?
Tata, en cuanto a los cambios, ¿por qué sacar a Joseph, que es el goleador del equipo, en un partido en donde se necesitan los goles?
Porque no era una cuestión de goles, era una cuestión ya de acumulación de cansancio y de la necesidad de ir un poco más al espacio, y en ese sentido Romario nos aporta goles, igual que Joseph, y además entró fresco, creo que exigió más a la defensa en los momentos finales del partido, donde Joseph, por el trabajo físico que había tenido que hacer durante 70 minutos, creíamos que ya no iba a poder darnos opciones profundas.
Y precisamente con Joseph, en el partido pasado lo saca y termina bastante disgustado en este juego también. ¿Se ha hablado con él? ¿O
siempre hablamos, sí. Pero hoy lo vi mejor en la salida que el partido pasado.
¿Complica esto un técnico para sacar un jugador?
No, la verdad que no. Los límites, los futbolistas saben cuáles son los límites, así que en ese sentido no hay ninguna complicación.
Tata, buenas noches. Hay que saber perder y hay que saber ganar. ¿Tú crees que la expulsión de Brad hizo lo correcto el referee central o se equivocó en esa decisión?
En realidad no lo sé, tampoco estoy muy seguro, no tengo una opinión formada. Acá el problema más serio lo tiene la MLS, que tiene a este árbitro elegido para el Mundial. El problema no es mío.
Claro. El parado del equipo, Tata, siempre ha venido jugando con línea de 3 prácticamente.
Menos el primer partido con Houston, sí.
Correcto. Hoy cambiaste con línea de 4 y ¿tú crees que estuvo correcto? ¿Todavía sigues pensando que fue la mejor manera de salir jugando el día de hoy?
Habría que analizar o sentarse a ver los 35 minutos del partido donde estuvimos 11 contra 11 y que ustedes se retrotraigan a esos primeros 35 minutos y ver qué pasó en el campo. Cuántas situaciones de gol hizo Atlanta, cómo conseguía pelotas por la espalda, cómo conseguía pelotas por afuera, cómo llegó al gol, cómo dominó el juego, cómo salía jugando desde abajo sin ningún tipo de inconveniente, cómo se asociaba por el costado Barco, Almirón y Garza de un lado, Villalba, Ciso y Nagüí del otro. Estoy absolutamente convencido que nosotros 35 minutos, ahora sí, después no podemos extender el análisis a un partido parejo cuando enfrentamos a un equipo que se hace muy fuerte con la posesión de la pelota y nosotros tenemos un futbolista menos.
Tata, yo he notado en lo particular que en algunos momentos los jugadores se quedan sin ideas en el último cuarto de cancha, especialmente a la hora de encarar a la defensa rival. ¿Qué crees tú que puede ser lo que está pasando ahí?
No, bueno, en principio tendría que ver si estoy de acuerdo con ese diagnóstico. Y no, sinceramente, en absoluto. Si las dificultades empiezan a aparecer cuando el rival juega con uno más, está bien, hay dificultades, es cierto. Así todo, creo que las mejores situaciones las tuvimos nosotros, porque podríamos hablar tranquilamente de qué hizo el rival para ganar el partido, ¿sí? Más allá del mano a mano con Gusan en el primer tiempo y del tiro de media distancia de Saloy que fue gol. ¿Qué hicimos nosotros para ganar el partido? ¿Cuántas situaciones de gol tuvimos? Incluso con un jugador menos. Pero la verdad es que, al contrario, yo veo, hoy me voy plenamente satisfecho de lo que vi del equipo. Porque hoy, además de jugar al fútbol, que lo hicimos muy bien durante esos primeros 35 minutos, había que tener temple para no recibir ningún otro tipo de roja. Había que tener mucho temple para jugar este partido con esta desigualdad. Hoy habría una gran desigualdad, como pocas veces se vio en la liga, ¿eh? Y no estoy hablando de desigualdad de un equipo respecto a otro. Entonces, cuando hay tanta desigualdad en las decisiones, es muy difícil conservar el temple y que no te sigan expulsando jugadores, porque crea una gran impotencia. Y los futbolistas nuestros siguieron yendo al frente. En los últimos 10 minutos pudimos haber hecho 2 goles de tiro libre, no 1 gol de tiro libre, 2 goles de tiro libre. Tuvimos una opción de Almirón, tuvimos una opción de Romario, y recién en el final del partido y en un contragolpe, que también es una situación... El VAR, yo una vez le dije a ustedes, el VAR está todo bien, pero el VAR, ¿quién lo controla? El VAR controla al árbitro. ¿Y quién controla a los que controlan el VAR?
Yeah, probably.
Even though we kicked the ball so far, it didn't appear like he could get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Those ones are always up to interpretation, but I understand that more than the offside call. I still don't understand that one. The Joseph goal, I guess. I just don't know the rules well enough, apparently.
Seemed like you guys bounced back after the first goal. It seemed like you had all the momentum going forward, even down a man. Felt like it was coming. Was it just home crowd helping kind of get everything going again to try and draw it up?
Yeah, the crowd was fantastic. I mean, they really pushed us tonight. They were loud the whole time. They appreciated the defending, the effort the guys were putting in. You know, they tried to give us that boost. And you know, honestly, I thought we had some big chances. You know, Miguel and Joseph and Barco were just creating things offensively on the counterattack. You know, I thought even though they had a lot of possession, we were relatively comfortable. Paul made a big save on Russell early in the second half, but other than that, I thought, okay, we're doing pretty well here. But you know, the goal kind of comes out of nothing. It's a pretty good finish. You know, but even after that, we continued to press and press, and even with tired legs, you know, we almost tie it up. You know, I can't believe one of Kevin's free kicks don't go in. You know, we have a couple of other half chances. You know, just a really good effort by the guys tonight.
How did Paul do you think?
Great. You know, it's a tough spot for him. You know, just being called up for a couple games, you know, not thinking he's going to play, you know, to step in, down a man. You know, I thought he did really well. He communicated well. He made that big save for us early in the second half. So, you know, kudos to him for being ready and stepping up in a tough spot.
How do y'all bounce back with Orlando now upcoming and no Brad in goal?
We got to get the legs back. First and foremost, it's 60 minutes down a man against a very good team. So, you know, that'll be the focal point, really. Just get as fresh as possible for Sunday. We know it's going to be hot down there. You know, whoever plays in goal, you know, we have full confidence in. You know, we'll probably play a little bit safer out of the back, but you know, on the road we tend to do that anyways. So, you know, I don't think anything changes as far as who's in the goal, but we understand it's going to be a tough one. They're on a very good roll right now, but you know, we're going to go down there and try and get a good result.
How did you think you did in the switch back to the 4-3-3?
Well, I thought we started the game very bright. You know, we had them on the back foot. Tito got in behind a few times, Miguel down the left. We had some dangerous balls across the box, some decent chances. You know, it just seemed like it was a matter of time before we were going to get one. And then the red card happened. But, you know, up until that red card, I thought, you know, the 4-3-3 looked good. You know, I thought it was a pretty good transition, especially not having really trained it much at all this season.
Did you get a toe?
Felt very similar to the rain goal, where it kind of seemed like you guys may have been late closing down. Do you feel like you didn't close out quick enough on the shooter?
Yeah, probably. I'd have to look at it again. You know, it's tough. I don't know. I was on the other side. Me and Leandro had switched. You know, it was just a ball had gone into the corner, and I was over with Greg, so I didn't really see it really well. But of course, when a guy's shooting from 20 yards out, 22 yards out, we try and get good pressure, but at the same time, it might have been 2v1 over there, in which case, you know, okay, you kind of let him shoot, you cut off the near post and hope he doesn't bang it in the side netting, but he did. So, you know, of course we want to get better pressure, but, you know, down a man, things happen, and, you know, he hit it well.
Did you get a toe on that pass that led to the red card?
No, I didn't. I thought I was going to. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I missed it. I thought I had it. You know, I think that's why Brad froze. He thought I had it as well, but it skipped on the turf really quick and just missed it.
How was the experience, and how did you get ready on such short notice?
I mean, I think it's just going into the game, preparing like I'm going to play, kind of watching Brad, what he does. Aaron said right before I went, it's just like training. Seeing some of the best guys in the league every day, so it's nothing different. So, I mean, just being confident in my game, confident what I can bring to the table, just trying to help the team win the best I can.
Do you expect you're going to be in goal on Sunday in Orlando?
That's a coach's decision. So, I'll be ready, but that's a coach's decision. So,
Sam? On the first goal, were you shielded? Did you pick it up late?
No, I just need to move a little bit quicker and get it. But it was a decent shot, but it's one I'd like to have. I mean, I'd like to have all of them back, you know. But just learn from it and move on, try to get better and improve.
Jitters?
You know, a little bit. But, you know, it's a little different. You go out there and Zusi's hitting a free kick, so you don't really have time to be nervous because you're already thinking about the free kick. So it was nice that, I mean, in a way, it was nice to get into it right away and have a ball come at you. You know, I wasn't really waiting around, but, you know, always a little excited to play and always excited to make my debut and everything. Just wish I could have helped the team win and kept the winning streak going. But we'll take it back and hopefully work harder and get back to where we need to be.
What's the difference in MLS level and USL level, for example?
I think it's just the speed and a lot of it, and just the knowledge of the players. I mean, having Parky and Leo in front of me, they made it really easy. Those guys were working very hard to block shots and doing everything they could to help me out. Just giving me a lot of confidence and everything, and guys were just telling me to calm down, play my game, do what I can, and try to help the team. So,
what were the most nervous moments? Was it set pieces, corner kicks, things like that?
Actually, I mean, I think for me, it's when the ball's on the other side and I don't have much to do. When they're down in about to hit a set piece, you know, your mind's going over everything. And Aaron Hyde's got me prepared was in all the film sessions. And so learning from Brad and Alec and Mitch every week has really helped my game improve a lot. And so I think that just kind of watching the film and being ready and always preparing like I'm going to be the player really helped me out, because I knew on the set pieces where guys might end up, who needed to be alert, what we needed to be doing. So I think that was something that I was trying to focus on as I went into the game.
Did Brad talk to you at halftime by any chance?
Blaine, you're good. Blaine.
Did Brad talk to you at halftime and kind of say and give you any like advice or tell you how you were doing?
Yeah, he just said a couple things. He said, just enjoy it, have fun. And then he told me not to get too close to my near post on crosses. So he's kind of just helping me out, but he just told me to enjoy it and play my game and do what I needed to do.
I think I started talking to LGP and a couple guys coming out at the start of the half. What were you kind of saying to them? What were they saying to you?
I was just talking to them about a couple of things tactically, like what I was seeing in the back, just kind of letting them know. Because, you know, sometimes when it's loud, it's hard to communicate. So just giving them a heads up on where guys might end up and what I was seeing, and just trying to let them know I'd be behind them if they needed me. So.
Did you hear the crowd when you made your first save?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, after I mean, everything was pretty quiet as it was happening, and then I get to the other end, and I could hear the people cheering, so that was pretty cool.
That first shot hit you where?
Hit me pretty much right in the Adidas logo here, kind of right in the logo. So it was I mean, it happened quick. It was just closing him down and trying to make myself big and make a save and help the team out. So fortunate to be in the right spot and make a save.
Anything else for Paul?
Do you have any family here?
No, I don't. My dad, actually, he's watching from work, and my mom is probably watching as well, because I'm sure my dad texted her and told her to turn it on. And I'm pretty sure my grandparents are watching as well. My grandma just figured out how to do the ESPN Plus so she could stream the games. But she actually will probably get upset because I didn't tell her I was playing. But grandma, it's not my fault. But yeah, so I mean, my family was watching back home. Right. I was lucky enough to have my twin brother from Madison. He was in Madison, Wisconsin, so he drove down to the Chicago game last week. So yeah, unfortunately, no family in town, but yeah.
Watch all the matches?
Yeah, no, he loves to watch all of them, and he's watching the first team ones, the USL ones. He's watching them all. My family's super supportive of me. we're a sports family. My brother wrestles at Wisconsin, so it's kind of, and my younger brother wrestles, so we're a sports family and we love sports. So my dad's always watching and always kind of telling, like, he's like, hey, did you see what Brad did? And I'll be like, I didn't see that. And he's like, oh yeah, I watched it like 3 times. So, all right, Dad. Like, so he's on top of it for sure.
How much did you have a chance to look at your phone?
I haven't really looked at my phone. I've just kind of been taking in the moment a little bit and kind of decompressing from the game and stuff and settling back down.
Blaine, then Doug. If you do happen to be in there on Sunday, how much will this practice time between now and Sunday be beneficial to you?
I mean, I think it's just like any other week of practice, just getting ready to play games. Just kind of treating it the same way. It's taking everything one save at a time. So just trying to get better as much as I can and be ready that if they need me, I'll go in and try to help the team win. If not, helping the guy who's playing get ready. So like I said earlier, it's a coach's decision on who plays, and so it's not for me to make. So it's just to try to get myself in the best spot possible to, if I need to be ready to play the game, and if it's on the bench, put on the bench. If it's not there, it's not there. So just kind of getting ready and doing what I can to help the team.
Last one, Doug.
It's tough for guys who are picked in the 3rd and 4th rounds of the Super Draft to stick with teams. A lot of them don't last very long at all. What have you done that's enabled you to stick with Atlanta United?
I mean, I think for me, it's just a big thing is my attitude, is working hard, knowing I'm gonna make mistakes. I mean, you're coming to a different level. Mistakes will happen, but just got to work hard and work through them, and try to get better every day. And each time I'm getting on the field, my goal is to get just a little bit better than the day before. So one day at a time, and hopefully just keep going the right direction, and eventually get to where I want to be.
Who's your goalie mentor? Who do you model yourself after?
I like a bunch of different ones. One I watch a lot is Matt Ryan in Brighton in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But obviously Brad is a big one as well. And Alec and Mitch, all those guys too. Like just they've all been around the league and they've been places and they're far more experienced than I am. So just learning from those guys every day. Those guys have welcomed me with open arms, and Brad's helping me almost every practice with just little ideas and just like, hey, you might want to think about this, do this differently. And Aaron's been the same way. It's very helpful. It's just like all the guys have been very helping, and really appreciate the way they've treated me, and they've made it easy for me to transition into this.